Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of year. We are at the end of 2025, so it is time to rank every single video game that I have played in 2025 so far. Now keep in mind here, there's a couple of caveats, of course, because we did have some the Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I'm not really counting stuff like that. I'm mainly talking about new releases. And while I do have a not finished category on this tier list as well, I am not going to be including ones that I played for sub 2 hours. It just feels useless too. But there are some games that I put maybe 10 hours in, but I didn't quite finish to it. That's going to be on here. I think it's been a really good year so far. This is kind of my first real long form video I've done in this format. So I just kind of want to give a rundown of my thoughts on a bunch of the games released this year. There's a lot of good stuff to talk about. So without further ado, let's freaking get into it. Yeah. So if you go ahead and look on here, I have about 46 new entries that I played here in 2025. Again, there are even some more options on here, like Metal Gear Solid. I played that for literally sub 1 hour. I was like, it's kind of a waste putting it on here. But most of these I beat or played a significant amount to at least, form a relatively decent opinion on. I don't have any notes or any preconceived notions on any of these. A lot of these I'm doing really for the first time, and we'll kind of see how it plays out in real time. Also, apologies for the voice. I've been sick. I'm just tired of not making content. So let's just kind of go in order here real quick. So the first thing we have is Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, I do like Assassin's Creed Shadows. I don't think it's perfect. I think it's got a lot of flaws. I really, really disliked the story portion of this. But I found the combat, the parkour, the world to be very, very interesting. I think I am very, very comfortable putting this into I'm going to go B for now. It's definitely on the lower side. There's going to be some Bs that are higher than that, but I do like Assassin's Creed Shadows. I think they added a good amount of decent stuff in this video game. It's far from my favorite entry, and I was freaking burned out by the end of this. Then we have Arc Raiders. Cinema, dude, cinema. I love Arc Raiders, and I did not think I was going to. When I first started playing, I had probably plugged 4 to 5 matches, and I was like, God, this thing is not for me. I really do not like this. And then me and my friends just slowly kept playing more and more. This is my first ever extraction shooter, and we got freaking hooked. But I will say, I've put about 25 to 30 hours into it, and I feel satisfied. I feel done. I do not play multiplayer games all that much. They do run out of steam for me. People are probably not going to like this placement, but I'm going to put it in a B tier, but it is significantly more fun than Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is a very, very high B tier. I'm just tough to please when it comes to multiplayer games. I fizzle out of them, but this one is freaking very, very high quality. The PvE, the PvP aspects, they're so much fun. I love the different enemy varieties and stuff, the intensity of it. The PvP is freaking frustrating, losing everything, but that's part of that risk, man. It's like freaking gambling. Love it. Very, very high B tier. If I even remotely would give it, it'd be a low A tier, but I'm comfortable with a very high B tier. Avowed, I am pretty quickly going to put this into the C tier. I liked Avowed. I thought the combat portion was really, really good, and people did not give it enough credit. I loved the different spells and stuff that you could utilize. I thought it was just an absolute blast. The story, the dialogue, very, very C tier, very mid. One thing you got to keep in mind, I am not too crazy about these RPG style games. Everyone hates it. I don't love Skyrim. I don't love Elder Scrolls, Bethesda, big RPGs like Outer Worlds 2. I probably played that so briefly this year. It's not my kind of games, but the combat alone enough in Avowed was enough to, kind of enjoy my entire playthrough. Battlefield, this is one that I probably have not played enough of, but I played a lot of the beta, played a decent amount of the full release. I'm comfortable putting this in a B tier. I still think I had more fun with Arc Raiders. That is, sue me if you will. I don't know if that's a hot take of any kind. It's fun. It's Battlefield. There's some great moments that can literally only be experienced in a Battlefield game. I think it's crazy high polished, especially as somebody who despised Battlefield 2042. But Battlefield 6, really, really solid return to formula. Yeah, very, very enjoyable. You know exactly what you're getting when you buy this game. Borderlands 4, We are going into a not finished here. Unfortunately, I'll keep it quick. I do not love Borderlands. It's very repetitive. I understand that's the nature of the game. Again, I feel like that's like on the hotter take side. I don't love it, man. It's just rinse and repeat. The characters are funny and stuff. Absolutely. The writing is enjoyable. I just get burnt out so quickly. Black Ops 7. Now, the only portion of this that I have played is the campaign here. Absolutely. Oh, man, it's really close between D and F tier, to be honest. If you've played the campaign, it sucks major, major dirt. We're going to go D. And I feel like people are going to criticize that, but it plays well. It's not buggy. I don't think that's bad enough to go into the F tier, but when it comes to a single player campaign for a Call of Duty franchise, this big a budget, it is abysmal. The story sucks. The characters suck. The boss battles are ridiculous. It's bad. It's very, very bad. This is an extremely low D tier. The only reason it's not going into F is because it is somewhat functional. And again, I remind you, this is strictly for the campaign. I really actually enjoyed the zombies here. The multiplayer, it's multiplayer. So next up we have CRONOS: The New Dawn. See, this one's a little tricky. You see, I like this game. It's fun. It's good. It's very, very competent. I think I'm going to go high C tier. And again, I don't know if that's insane or not. I think the gameplay's fun. I mean, if you've played Dead Space, Callisto Protocol, it plays exactly like that. My issue just lies in the fact that, like, everything that it does, a game like Dead Space does 100 times better. But it's competent. It's competent. The game ran phenomenally on the PC. I enjoy the combat to an extent. I do wish the enemy variety was greater, though. It's one thing I love about the Dead Space franchise, and I know this is like really nitpicky, but like Dead Space has so many freaking cool guns and weapons, and like in CRONOS, you just get like a pistol and a shotgun and a rifle, and it's like, we couldn't have thought to be a little bit more creative. Again, it's competent. If you enjoy horror video games, I have no doubt in my mind that you will like CRONOS. It's just like, we've seen this kind of stuff before, and it's better in a lot of other ways. But again, not even remotely in the bad scenario. C tier feels fine. But I'm going to be honest, I don't know how much I love having Assassin's Creed Shadows above that. If anything, they are daggum neck and neck. Death Stranding 2, I think we are going to go a extremely easy, high B tier, like as high as I possibly can get. I'm one of those people, I absolutely hated Death Stranding 1 when I first played it, gave it a replay, really found myself enjoying it. I think Death Stranding 2 improves so many things as well too. The world's interesting, the music is phenomenal, the storytelling at the beginning I think is really good. I do think it fumbles towards the end and repeats the whole, like, just kind of plays out. Like, the finale plays so similarly to the first one. Combat, just like the first one, is just kind of not super fun. Like, the fact that I was actively avoiding combat is really telling. I don't love how early on you get vehicles, and the fact that this game just kind of becomes a driving simulator, like, really fast. I found the first one really interesting because, like, you really relied on, like, those people getting you those extra roads or those zip lines, and in this one it's like I just kind of drove everywhere because it made things significantly easier, and like I didn't have to utilize anything else. The game's gorgeous. It's ridiculously polished. It runs well. I like Kojima for his world building, his atmosphere. He continues to prove it's very strong here. I just didn't connect with the story as much as I really thought I was going to. I think this is a very high, like 8 out of 10, super solid game. Dispatch, baby. Now we're in some peak freaking territory. We're going A tier. Don't even need to think on that one. I love Telltale style video games. Always have. Walking Dead Season 1, first video game, I bawled like a freaking baby. Absolutely no shame. This is one of those video games that just came out, kind of kept my eye on it, and I was like, you know what? I like this formula. I'm definitely going to give it a try. But kind of like Expedition 33, I just didn't think it was going to be that freaking peak. And maybe a controversial take, I loved the week-to-week freaking episodes on this. It was so fun seeing like the community engage in this stuff. Like, I have never interacted with a game like this and like a community like probably in any Telltale game ever. And the week that Chase did his whole freaking like keep up, oh my God, I was going nuts, dude. The edits were out the door within like the hour that episode released. I loved it. The decision making, the characters, they were some of my favorite of this year, dude. Like I saw some people like critiquing the writing in this game, and it's like, I mean, sure, I guess there's some cringe dialogue or whatever, but the characters are what sold this game for me. Robert Robertson, Malevola, Punch Up, the gang, I loved all of them, man. The voice actors were amazing. People like Moist Critical did phenomenal. When a game makes me feel emotions, that is just gonna skyrocket for me. I do take story pretty heavily into consideration. Obviously, this is no gameplay heavy video game, but I really enjoyed like the dispatching elements of this as well too. Dispatch, freaking cinema, dude. A tier, super, super high A tier. Donkey Kong Bonanza, once again, kind of gonna go quickly here. I think high B tier. I enjoyed it more than Death Stranding 2. Hot take. I've enjoyed my Switch 2 this year. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think, is far from perfect. It gets very, very repetitive towards like the end game. I think Mario Odyssey, Super Galaxy 1 and 2, those are S tier video games that completely clear this. But it's great. I love the destruction, the different transformations that you can go into. I love collectathons. This is a great, great 3D platformer on the Nintendo Switch 2. And the last freaking hour of this video game, if you haven't played it already, spoiler, but when King K. Rool shows up, oh my God, that whole last hour, freaking peak, man. Then we got Doom the Dark Ages. Again, I like this video game. I'm gonna go B tier, but above Assassin's Creed Shadows, most certainly. Still enjoyed pretty much everything else above this as well, but it's good, it's good. It's one of those video games that's like, if you love Doom, you're probably going to like it. I am just somebody, maybe it's just total expectations. I thought Doom Eternal was significantly better. I loved the arcadey, the faster style. Doom the Dark Ages slowed it down. You're a bit more of a tank. You still have some moves though, absolutely. The level design's good. I miss the platforming sections. I think the bosses, they're fine. They tried to add the story in the cutscenes. I really, really appreciate it. It sucked, man. It's not enjoyable, but I give them absolute respect for trying. You know what? Like I said, it is a good time. It's just like nothing in that peak territory that I want to replay or, that I'm really going to remember all that much. Dynasty Warriors, I am going complete bottom of the C tier list. I think this is a competent video game that's really enjoyable. It ain't for me. By like the 5th time I went into the same exact battle sequence with 50,000 enemies and just mashing the square button over and over again. I was like, okay, I think I'm good here. I appreciate the weapon variety. There's tons of different combos and stuff that you can utilize. I just don't like the gameplay structure that much. It just is what it is. C tier it is. Dying Light the Beast, we have our first one in a minute that I have not completed yet, but I played a significant amount of time. I am a huge fan of the original Dying Light. And to me, this one was kind of like Doom the Dark Ages. It was like, it's good, it's competent, it plays well. Fans of this franchise are going to enjoy it. I liked the beast elements, but it's like I've played this before. I thought the parkour editions were fine. It's I hate to say it felt like a nothing burger, but it kind of felt like a nothing burger. It's just more Dying Light, and if people want that, that is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just was kind of like, I've got my Dying Light feed, Again, tons of great video games in 2025. Lots of variety to choose from. This is nowhere remotely bad or anything. There's very few just like piss poor video games on here. Elden Ring NIGHTREIGN. This is one I heavily criticized when first came out. I'd originally played this by myself. I was trying to get a couple of my buddies to play through, but of course it didn't do cross-play, so I had to buy it for another platform. Only 2 of us could play. You had to do trios. Getting in with a random was the worst thing in the world. It was like playing with somebody who has never played a freaking From Software game before, ever. And this is one of those video games, if you don't have 3 people, you are screwed. But I think we're going to go ahead and put this again also in B tier. I think I'm going above Battlefield 6, but still below Arc Raiders. Again, it's good, especially with the DLC. We've got tons of different classes to choose from. I like the different abilities that you can do. My main critique is in the gameplay loop. I just don't. I don't love it. You're on a recycled map with recycled enemies and recycled weapons that you've played with before. And yes, it's still fun, but it's like, I really wish there was a little bit more innovation here. When it comes to the actual Night Lords, they're fantastic. The bosses are great. The music's great. It's exactly what I love in a From Software game. But as far as like the day 1, day 2 night cycle, really found it to be uninspired. Really ramping up towards the end, really playing this with my buddies over and over again. We had an absolute blast that was just undeniable. The formula is good. It's very fun. It's a super, super solid video game. I just found myself to be a lot more critical about this than I originally thought I was going to. Expedition 33, baby. Cinema. Yeah, it's peak. It's cinema. It's the best thing that I've played all year, and it's not that close, unfortunately. This goes in the S tier. It's not even close. There is no amount of backtracking that Twitter can do to convince me that this video game isn't fantastic. The voice acting, the characters, the dialogue, the storytelling, the emotions, the world building, the graphics, the $50 price point, the team. Do you want me to continue? The gameplay. I was never one to love turn-based RPGs. I don't love JRPGs. I think they're way too dialogue heavy. This trims the fat of the JRPG and just makes it palatable. The combat's great. The music is one of the best soundtracks in freaking video game history. Yes, history. It's S tier. It's S tier. There's no question. The amount of backpedaling I've seen people do on this game is freaking ridiculous. I understand the fan base is frustrating. I get that. They're acting like other JRPGs and inspirations don't exist. They do. This game still rips, man. It's fantastic. FBC FIREBREAK. I'm gonna go D tier. Let's go above Black Ops 7. But it's not great. They added an update. I really enjoyed the additional things that they added. I just keep it short. I am somebody who loves control. I was really excited for the universe. The gameplay loop is very okay. There's not a lot of content. Again, I'm very picky when it comes to multiplayer games, and it's fine. Ghost of YOTEI. This is a good one. I'm gonna go B tier. I think as high as B tier as I can possibly get. Again, it's good. It's good. Not great, but it's good. I'm just kidding. It's got a lot of great elements to it as well, too. I think this is an improvement on Ghost of Tsushima in just about every way imaginable. I loved the natural exploration of things. It just felt so seamless here. The world's gorgeous. It obviously runs great. The story is buns, and the ending of this game really soured it for me. I think Atsu is fine. I think the side characters are fine. Freaking her brothers, I don't even remember his name. His death at the end of this, that was the stupidest thing I had seen in ages. But there's no denying, I had an absolute blast with the game. It's super fun. Very solid time. I'd be lying if I didn't say I expected it to hit the A-S tier when it was coming out, and I think I'm very comfortable with the highest B tier at the moment. Hell Is Us. I think I'm going to go a very high C tier. I saw a lot of people hating on this video game, and I really don't know why. Again, C is not bad by any means. It's just in the good territory. I think the story is very weak. The combat has a lot to be inspired. I think there is a good base. My biggest issue with the combat is in its enemy variety. For a world that seems as cool as it is, the enemy variety sucks. It's so weak. But what sold this game for me was the no HUD, the no map, quest markers. I was freaking so in love with the way that this worked. I was like, finally, something that's not very hand-holdy. I just, when I unraveled those puzzles by myself, figured out what I needed to do, where to go, I loved it. It was so euphoric. Had a great time with this, but it has so many weak elements. The ending is really bad. Story ends on a super goofy note. I think I'm comfortable with that there. KCD 2, we're going, not finished. I didn't finish it. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel better, I've loved what I've played, man. I think the characters, the story, the decision-making, the RPG elements, absolute S tier. S tier, S tier, S tier. Not even a question. From what I have played so far, I am struggling to love the gameplay, man. It is It's boring. It's boring. I'm sorry. There's no other way to put it. The story, the writing, everything. I love it, and I will continue playing this game strictly for that matter. Keeper. We are going. Oh, this feels so bad. I love Double Fine Studios, man. I love Psychonauts 1 and 2. Maybe this was like an expectations thing. I didn't love the silent dialogue. I don't think Psychonauts 1 and 2 has amazing gameplay. I think it's the story and the characters and the world that make that game so special. So the decision to go no dialogue it just didn't hit for me. It's a gorgeous world. And the gameplay, it's got these puzzled sections. They're like made for like 3-year-olds, man. It's basically like drag something from here to here and boom, puzzle's done. It's fine. First Berserker Kazan. I haven't freaking beat this game either, but it's so good. This has one of my favorite combat systems in a Souls-like. Period. It's fast, it's fluid, it's responsive. When you are in that freaking dance between you and a boss battle, it's peak, dude. Yes, so I've not finished it. I need to. I've played like well over 20 hours of the game. It rips, man. If you've not played it, it freaking rips. I want to put this very, very high. This is an absolute cheat, but we are putting Lies of P Overture in the A category right below Dispatch. It's not a full video game. Don't care. It's my list. I love Lies of P. It is my favorite Souls-like of all time. It's not even close. I think Overture is phenomenal. The boss battles, the additional weapons, the location. I could talk about it for hours. Weapon arts. It's amazing. Lies of P Overture delivered in every way that I wanted it to. Little Nightmares 3, I don't, the C tiers, I don't read too much into this. I'm trying to order them in a way I can, but it's like, these are all just kind of the ones that, I thought had good elements, good stuff, but just kind of definitely fell on the shorter side. It's really hard to like rank them that way, but like Little Nightmares 3, it was definitely on the more of a miss side for me. I think the horror aspects are weak. I feel like adding the weapons there just really didn't help with like the tension there. It also was just really wonky, didn't work all the time. It was very buggy. I had to reset numerous times because the thing kind of like bugged out. I played this and I played the Reanimal demo because that's actually being developed by Tarsier Studios, who did Little Nightmares 1 and 2, which I think are masterpiece horror games. And Reanimal mopped the floor with Little Nightmares 3 for sure. So I am super pumped about that. This will bum me out. All right, I'm going to pick up the pace a little faster. Lost Soul aside, we're going to hit this into a same thing. It's like, I don't like it, but I guess it's somewhat competent, at least in the combat aspect. So I'm going to put it in D tier, probably above Black Ops 7, and I think above FBC Firebreak. You can have good combat in a video game, and you can have decent variety there, but combat is not good enough to carry a video game, at least for somebody like me. Story sucks. The voice acting sucks. Performance at launch, really bad. I just think this had a big opportunity to be something great. Again, the combat and from moment to moment gameplay is enjoyable. It's just like, man, I felt nothing playing this video game. Mafia, the Old Country. This one's tricky too. We're definitely in the C tier category. I think this is pretty cozy on where I want to be. Main reason, story. Really did get wrapped up in the story here. But like, God, the world it's interesting to an extent, but it gives you no reason to like explore it. The combat, it's mid. The boss battles, why they decided to focus on these like knife fights, I have no idea. I felt that there's a lot of wasted potential here, but again, it's still not remotely bad. Mario Kart World, it's C tier. Like it's fine. It's Mario Kart. You know exactly what to expect. My least favorite of the Switch 2 games I played in 2025 by far. Monster Hunter Wilds. I feel I'm gonna go. I've not played this since launch, mind you. So I'm going to go pretty low on the B tier, but I found it good. This was my first ever Monster Hunter game. So again, crucify me if you will, if this is like a terrible take, but I found myself enjoying it. I never played any of them before. Really getting into the multiplayer aspect of this was a ton of fun. Yep, had a good time with it. MINDSEYE, we have our second S tier possible. Do I need to explain why MINDSEYE is in the F tier? Look, there's a common misconception that this game is bad because it's buggy. No, this game is unsalvageable. I was scheduled for 2 paid promotions for MINDSEYE. They were going to pay me $7,000 to promote it, and I emailed them after playing it, and I was like, guys, I can't conjure up a single nice thing to say about this game. Please, I need to back out. That's how bad this was. Ninja Gaiden 4, same thing. I'm kind of in the high B tier here. Man, honestly, even I'd say somewhere in this area, you know, maybe even above Elden Ring, NIGHTREIGN, you know, but Ninja Gaiden 4, same thing. Story, absolutely, who cares? Dialogue, who cares? The gameplay is so much freaking fun, though. It rips. I found it even more enjoyable than something like Doom the Dark Ages, but it's kind of a very similar in that aspect. Way more fast-paced than something like Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. I loved it. The boss battles towards the end with the music are so peak. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, I was really looking forward to this remake. I did not finish it. The story is not great, man. I don't know what it is people see, man. My wife is going to grill me because it is like one of her favorites of all time. I was so hyped to play. I think they did a great job with the remaster. I think the price point is perfect. Again, people who like this style are gonna love it. I just don't like this style. OCTOPATH TRAVLER. I've not completed it yet, but I'm playing it on my Switch 2 right now. Really enjoying it. A little too dialogue heavy in my opinion, but it's fun. I love the art style, the characters. I think the combat is super fun. The music's awesome. I really can't wait to play more. Peak and Repo, I am perfectly fine putting like at the end of like the C tier series. Again, these are like, it's like a 7 out of 10, man. They are so much fun to play with friends. They are ridiculously cheap, and I recommend so many people to go and play them. They're just not like, it's not what I love about most video. Like, I'll never go back and play these like probably ever again. You play them for like a couple of months or something. But again, do not get me wrong. They're an absolute freaking blast. I'm also going to put Schedule 1 in that same vein as well too. It's definitely my favorite of the bunch. I got a decent amount of game time into Schedule 1, and we loved it. We loved it so much, man. Like I said, I feel like people are going to see this and think like that's bad or something. There's a lot of good games that came out this year. It's just multiplayer games are always going to kind of be at the bottom of the barrel for me. But I think those 3 ones, especially with the price point, God, they're so much fun if you can play with your friends. So Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, Shadow Labyrinth, and Shinobi, I also did not finish. Ragebound and Shinobi are fantastic. They feel like 2 sides of the same coin. I really like the combat, the art style. Shinobi specifically, freaking gorgeous. I mean, I will be finishing out these games. I could not recommend you more to play these video games. Shadow Labyrinth, it's a skip. Wait until it's like $1.50. I was really hoping for more on that one. Silent Hill F, I'm in like a B territory for this as well. Probably above like Shadows and Monster Hunter Wilds. Again, feel like people are going to see that as like a hot take. I didn't love the story as much as people did, and I think the combat's fine, but she had a really interesting world. I say the combat's fine. I kind of take that back. I did enjoy the combat system there as well too. I don't know. I didn't see it as peak as everybody else did. It's perfectly fine if you did. Now you want to talk about straight cinema? This is where we are. The meat and freaking potatoes. S tier. S freaking tier. The 2 in S tier. I feel like I need not explain. $20. I have 105 hours in this game, a platinum trophy on PlayStation. I've beaten it 3 times, and I did that in a month. Hollow Knight, the original, is like my favorite video game of all time, and SILKSONG is now one of my new favorites. The combat, the crust system, the art style, the bosses. I could gush about it over and over again, but again, I feel it doesn't need much explanation. And the fact that it's a $20 price point, are you freaking kidding me? Other developers wish, man. South of Midnight, this is good. I think I'm going to go, again, a C tier, but it's high C tier. Like, I think the world, the characters, the dialogue, the writing, everything about that I loved so much in this video game. The combat and the freaking enemy variety, it sucks so badly. Oh, another thing, the music in this game. Oh my God, it's incredible. Again, South of Midnight, highly recommend playing, especially if you got Xbox Game Pass. It's just not as good as some of these other ones, but Man, it's good. Split Fiction, I am hitting with the low A tier, absolutely. I think this game is incredible. As far as a co-op game, does it get better than It Takes Two in Split Fiction? In my opinion, It Takes Two probably is an S tier video game, especially when it comes to the co-op. I mean, only one of you guys has to buy the video game. I did enjoy the story significantly more than It Takes Two than I did Split Fiction. I was ready to skip cutscenes, but dude, the last hour of Split Fiction, man, it rips. Splitgate 2, does that technically go in not finished because they unreleased it? It's fine. I don't even care to talk about it. Like it's Splitgate. It's, you know, it's more of that. Tales of Iron 2. I feel like nobody played this game, but man, it is so dang good, dude. It is a Souls-like where you play as a rat, and the game is voiced by Doug Cockle. Yes, the voice actor for Geralt of Rivia. It is so, so good. The story, the world, the combat, bosses, there's tons of variety here. If you've not played Tales of Iron 1 or 2, you need to get on it immediately. It's awesome. Altars, I've changed my mind on this numerous times. I am going high A tier. This video game is $35. I adore 11-Bit Studios, their team. You play as Jan Dolsky. The voice actor Alex Jordan voice acts every single Jan Dolsky in this. You have to basically go and create different clones of yourself. It's like a survival simulator. It is so, so ridiculously good. I think the gameplay is addicting. The world is interesting. The story and its characters are all awesome. It's really hooked. There's a ton of replay value. If you've not played the Altars, this is easily the most underrated video game of 2025. Go play the Altars. The Midnight Walk, man, I am going definite like mid B tier. This thing was awesome, dude. When it comes to like the world building, the atmosphere, the only thing that holds this game back quite a lot, in my opinion, is the price point. It is way too expensive. This thing is like a 3 to 4 hour video game, and I think it was like $50 at launch. Gameplay is very, very simple, but if you love just going through a good world, experiencing a good story with a great narrator, Midnight Walk is awesome. Honestly, WUCHANG Fallen Feathers, I think I am going to go, I think is a B tier, man. This thing was, I don't know the exact placement, but it's good. I really enjoyed WUCHANG. I think the level design did frustrate me just because I got lost frequently, but they were all interconnected. The combat was really fun. There was a lot of variety. Really enjoyed the boss battles. Again, the story is so-so, but it's a Souls-like. I thought WUCHANG was a blast. Okay, so I am a straight up buffoon and forgot two very important video games, Hades 2 and Metroid Prime 4. I didn't actually forget them, just the images didn't upload for some reason. So we definitely need to include those because Hades 2, boy oh boy do I love this video game. And we are going to the absolute highest A tier possible, even above Dispatch. It's so freaking close to an S tier, but it is so dang good. I am somebody who absolutely adores the original Hades games. I love Supergiant games just pretty much in general. I love Bastion, Transistor. These guys are masterful. The soundtrack's amazing. The story's great. The art style. I love the surface. I love the underneath. I love, everything is just so good. The weapon variety. Hades 2, one of the best video games of 2025, bar none. So Metroid Prime 4 is where things kind of get weird. I like it. I don't love it. I don't even love the original Metroid Prime game. I think it's like so overrated. Sue me. This was not worth the freaking wait that we endured. It does everything the same. Again, it's more Metroid Prime, so if you like it, you'll probably enjoy this. The biggest drawback is the level design. Like, this is like Halo, and that's no bash to Halo. This is Metroid. These are super linear, super hand-holdy. The NPCs tell and point you exactly where to go. The open world, like, hub area, the desert that connects to each, like, dungeon. I don't know why they went this route instead of, like, the typical, interconnected levels that all kind of backtrack to. Like, there's none of that classic Metroid here. It's just very weak. The first person shooting it's showing its age now. There's little innovation here. The story's weak. God, if I'm gonna be honest, it's high C tier, low B tier, man. Like it's fine. It's fine. It's got good elements. It looks great. It runs great. It plays fine. It's just, man, I was left a lot more unimpressed than I thought I was going to be. So yeah, so it looks like I beat 36 video games, and I still have a decent amount of these that I have not played. There's a couple of other new ones as well that I need to get to. I played a lot of older video games this year. I'm playing through the entirety of the Halo series. I really want to do a ranking on them. Once I do, I'm on Halo 4 right now, playing with a buddy. It's a blast. I got the platinum trophies on like the entire original Uncharted. I played through all the Uncharteds, the Jak and Daxters. I got platinum trophies on those. Been playing a lot of older games this year too, so I still think so far there's a pretty good amount of beaten games that I have. There's a ton that I've played again that I just kind of didn't put on the list because I didn't give them enough time. But let me know what you think. Tell me if that's terrible or not. Let me know like your top 5 favorite video games that you played in 2025. I think I really want to do like a top 10 series too. Again, I'm going to try to be more frequent with my uploads. Let me know what you think. I had a good time doing this. This was a lot of fun. And yeah, so we'll see you in the next one.